When you set your first steps onto the path of awakening in the spiritual realm, a lot of what you're hearing is that you need to heal. You need to heal this inner child aspect of you. You need to heal this trauma. You need to heal this wound. It's like you need to keep on healing. You need to keep on digging in your soul. And then you can move forward. But I'm telling you to stop doing that. To stop looking for healing, because the healing will come by itself. Now, what do I actually mean with that? Let's dive into it in this episode. But first, I want to welcome you to the Conscious Manual, where I help you to love yourself so you can love your life and actually create a reality that you want to live. A new tagline that I want to share with you that I really like. If you love it, don't change it. If there's something that you genuinely like, want, and enjoy doing, then keep doing it, despite what society's telling you that it's bad for you, that you shouldn't be doing it. If it feels right for you in your soul, then keep doing it, despite all the noise. But here's the catch. It needs to be genuine, feeling good for you. And not from a wounded place, not from an addictive place. Examples. Say there's a certain food that you like. You enjoy eating it, but afterwards you feel shit every time. So you love eating it, but you don't love how it makes you feel. Then you actually don't love the experience. So then it's better to change it. But like, if you enjoy eating a piece of chocolate, society tells you it's bad for you, which is not. It's not true. If you enjoy it and it makes you feel good afterwards, then keep doing it. And while you're eating it, don't judge yourself. I shouldn't be eating this. No, like, I'm enjoying this. I'm gifting this to myself. You need to be 100% honest to yourself, and you can trick yourself in this. Like, yeah, it's good for me. Yeah, I love doing it. Another example. You feel like you want to work out more, do something about your physical condition, fitness. But instead, you always watch Netflix because you love doing it. But how does it make you feel afterwards? How do you feel when you go to the gym and after you go to the gym? Be real honest with yourself, because I can't answer this for you. Maybe you really enjoy the Netflix and the feeling after, or maybe you do enjoy the feeling of fitness, going to the gym and feeling fit. Because you can trick yourself in this, your ego can come out and like, no, this is what we really want. Even though people tell me it's not good for me, this is what I want. While your soul is telling yourself, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't like this. This is not good for me. So you can be tricked in the moment, but you need to be honest. That is then where the healing part continues, where you get to know yourself. The more you wake up, the more you know what's real for you, what's ego, what's from society's programming, and what is from your soul's wisdom, what you are intended to do. I remember when I came onto this path, 2019, I had a binge eating disorder for years already, where I would binge thousands of calories every single night in an hour or max 2. And it feels sick every single time until I wanted to vomit, like my stomach was gonna explode. And I said to myself, when I heal this, I'm completely healed and there's nothing more to heal. Well, boy, I was wrong. You've probably heard the analogy with the onion. When you start peeling it, it's also always like a different layer that's gonna come up. New parts of you that you didn't know were there, to acknowledge, to heal, to see. And that's why you don't need to look for it, because they will emerge naturally. You can just live your life. And when these parts come up, you need to acknowledge them. Then you need to heal them. But you don't need to go dig for them. You don't need to take an inner child course of, I need to heal all these different aspects of myself. You can do that if it feels right, but not from a wounded place. I need to heal. I need to lock myself in a cave forever in the darkness before I can come out. And then I'm fully healed and then I can live. We didn't come to this planet as a soul to suffer, to put our hands in the mud all the time. We came here to experience the senses of humanity, of being a human. How it feels to feel and to really enjoy and play. And yes, these traumas and the wounds and all these patterns, they're part of that, because there's a range of emotions, challenging emotions and more uplifting emotions. But all of them are welcome. But you don't need to go look for all the wounds, because they will emerge naturally as the more you wake up. When your inner child throwing a tantrum, you give them or her the attention, the love that it needs. Have a conversation with it, and then continue with your life. It's like thinking, a very specific example, the fear of abandonment. Thinking that you need to heal this fear completely, and then you can have a relationship. It's more nuanced. You heal the fear of abandonment within yourself. You change your beliefs about it. You change the patterns from childhood, because that's where it originates most of the time. And then the real healing happens in a relationship. That's when you truly heal that fear. But if you think I need to be healed first before you get into a relationship, you're never going to get there, because you still see yourself as damaged, which isn't true. You've been whole and complete from the moment you've been born. And then conditioning put this on you, of society's conditioning. You are not whole, you need to heal yourself, you have traumas, you have wounds. But it's just all programming, it's just all noise. There is a time for healing when you feel that fear of abandonment, when you've just had a breakup or whatever has triggered that, to put conscious effort into healing that first within you, and that you're really not ready for a relationship, which I was earlier this year. This is my story. I knew, because I've been running away from this fear for years and years and years, and always trying to heal it in a relationship before I healed it within myself, or healed it enough. And now I took it the other way around. Now I'm going to delve deep into my soul, heal this fear of abandonment, and now I feel ready to go into a relationship. Not because I want to heal that now, but because I feel it's healed enough within myself that I am confident that I can handle it in the relationship. And then it will heal even more. In the relationship, of course I will be triggered. Of course these patterns will re-emerge in a deeper layer of the onion. Then I've done enough work to get there and to hold myself. Another example, like fear of public speaking. You can heal that fear within yourself, the limiting belief that it's unsafe to be seen, for example, and do that first. But at a certain moment, you're going to have to get out there and actually speak on a stage. Before that, it's completely gone. Before you can get it rid out of your system. It's about thinking, feeling, and acting as the ideal version of you. That ideal version of you isn't going to play small and only talk to the mirror, give the wonderful speeches. He's also, or she, is going to get out there and talk to a crowd on stage. The more you practice being present, the more you open yourself up, the more you will enjoy your life, and the more you are open for experiences to come to you. You don't need to force anymore. You don't need to go digging for wounds or whatever is holding you back. It's going to emerge during the day spontaneously, and then it's your job to catch that and to work with it. When you catch a limiting belief, rephrase it, rework it, rephrase it in your mind. I'm not good for anything. Catch it in the moment, because you're present and aware. I'm always good for everything. Everything I want comes to fruition. Because you are aware and you are awake. Your presence is what pulls everything to you. So stop looking for healing. Stop looking for traumas, patterns, wounds. They will emerge naturally, and then you give it attention, and then you heal it in the moment or wherever as soon as possible that you can. And don't disregard it. Feel your feelings and work through them. The breath work, emotional freedom technique, tapping. Whatever works for you. Go into your subconscious and reprogram yourself, meditation. But don't go looking for it, because you will slow yourself down. You'll put an anchor down. No, I need to heal first and then I'll go forward. It will come to you. Do the work, meditate, not from a place of healing, but because you want to maintain yourself. Like good sleep, proper nurturing, and mind connections, mind nurturing. whatever way that works for you, yoga, meditation, you do you. But don't hold yourself back that you need to be healed, because you're already healed. And then when stuff comes up, you look at it, you deal with it, you process it, and you move on. You're whole, complete, and enough from the get-go. And this awakening is all about remembering that. Undoing all the shit and remembering who you are. Remembering why you are here. Remembering that you are. You are. I am. And that is enough. You don't need to be someone. You don't need to do something. You don't need to have anything. Because you are. And that is enough. And that is your awakening. That is your presence. And then you will live a life that is really true to your heart colors. Your heart leads the way. Have a fantastic day. As always, remember, you are epic. Ciao, ciao.